So, hi, I'm Tara, which I guess where I'm posting as a lot of people will know, but I just thought I'd give everyone a bit of an update of what's been going on with me lately. So, a lot of people, if you've been hanging around me, would know I've since like February, I've been going through some weird stuff with my arm. Like, it looks a bit strange. For a while, it was stuck in a claw like that, and I couldn't stretch my fingers out. And so I was a bit confused, a bit annoying. And I went to the doctors and I was like, hey, what's going on? And eventually they were like, oh, we think it's tendonitis. And so I was going through physio for quite some time. And then, knowing me, I was like, oh, during exams, don't want to go through that. It's a bit painful because I was just in this constant pain. I couldn't go to sleep half the time because of it. And I was just putting it off. Oh, I'm just tired because of school and everything that's been going on. And then, so I took a big break off physio after exams, and then I just never went back. But then one of my aunties came over one afternoon and said I need to go back and see if I can get it checked out again because she doesn't think it's tendonitis. And so eventually I got referred to a hand therapist, and so like the specialist, I don't know, sorry, I don't know much. And then I got a bunch of tests done, so I got a bunch of MRIs, x-rays and ultrasounds, and eventually nothing turned up in my x-ray or ultrasounds, but eventually in one of the MRIs it turned up that there was a nasty little lump in my elbow. I don't know exactly where, around there somewhere. And so I had to get a bunch of other tests done, so I got I forget the order of it now sometimes, but I got a nerve therapy, test thing done, which wasn't fun. That hurt a lot. And so anyone would know me that this whole process would hurt me because I'm terrified of needles, and I've had to get quite a few lately. And so after I got that, I got that, and then it turns out that the lump, so it was up in my elbow, and then when we went back to the hand specialist again, after he had referred us to do all these tests, he was like, okay, I'm going to refer you somewhere else because the lump's quite high up, and I only deal with here down, I think. Yeah, but it was out of his work, so I got referred to someone in the city, so that was fun going up there. And then I had to get a CT PET scan to see the activity of the lump because they still weren't sure what's going on with it because it's a bit confusing. And then after I had that done, I finally got to meet this new guy I'd been referred to, and they said I had to get a biopsy done to test what this lump is. And that was a bit scary at first, but me being busy, I had state drama that day, and so I gone to this thing at 8 in the morning, and then as soon as he told me that I needed surgery because there was high activity in the lump, which usually isn't a good thing, I didn't even focus on that. I was like, okay, can I go perform now? And so I didn't really process any of that until I had a blood test, and I just had a big breakdown. But that's a story for another time because, I fear of needles. And so I had to go into surgery pretty quickly, so that was like a week or so after I'd been told. So I was a little bit nervous for that because surgery, that would scare most people. And then I went into surgery, and luckily they knocked me out before they gave me any needles. And it was meant to take like an hour or 2 hours, I think, but it went over that. And so after I woke up, I was like, oh, I thought my hand was a bit better because I thought I could move my fingers a bit more, but it was all strapped up still, and it wasn't exactly the best. And I have a nice, nasty little scar all across here now, so from where they did it. And from the biopsy, they found well, after the biopsy with my hand, I can move the fingers a bit more, but I can't move my wrist now, so it just kind of flops. Kind of makes me think of Harry Potter when he lost his bones in Chamber of Secrets, but yeah. So we had to wait a bit to get results back from the biopsy, and when we went in, my doctor said that it wasn't what they were expecting because the lump was actually intertwined like with nerves, which is why I've had this kind of weird movement going on with my hands lately, and they're not being able to stretch my fingers out and stuff, so it's pressing down on the radial nerve. And then eventually in that meeting, he did tell me what the lump was. So he told me it's a tumour, and it's cancerous, so it's he told me I've got epithelioid sarcoma. I don't think I'm saying it right. But yeah, it's a really, really rare type of cancer, and it mainly occurs in young people, but if it does even occur, because sarcomas are like, I don't know these properly, I may be wrong, they're like 1% of cancers, and then out of that it's like even more for what I've got. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, so I've got that, and I got told that a couple weeks ago, and it's been hard trying to process it, and I find it's hard telling people, because I get everyone means well, but it's so overwhelming telling people, and it just strains me, and I'm already tired enough as it is. Like, I can barely stay awake through a whole day, but this has been happening as well, so at least I've realised why I've been so tired, because I'm fighting off something horrible. But yeah, it's been really hard telling people, because also the fact that no one knows what it is when I tell them, and then everyone just will start asking these questions, and it's just question after question. I don't even know the answers to them. I just kind of sit there, I'm like, I don't know, because it's all just happened so sudden, and it's not what anyone expected. I mean, no one expects cancer. Like, the way I kind of look at it, it's like, you see it all happen in movies and stuff, but then you never expect it to happen to you. And when it does happen, I just don't know how to process it, really. Like, some moments I'm fine with it, and then I'm like, oh, I've got cancer, like, what the hell? And if you see me, I'll be often joking about it, because my way of looking at it is that if I'm not laughing, I'd be crying, or I'd be wanting to cry, and I just kind of feel zoned out lately. And my worry is, because just started year 12, how that's going to just affect my teenage years. That everyone always talks about these fun things, and it may not seem important later on, but at the moment it's important to me. Like, my worry was, am I going to be able to graduate with my year? I can't go on school camp, which is devastating to me, because I was just looking forward to being able to spend time with friends, and it's just all the little things that you don't think of, because you just expect to go to them, but now I'm worried I'm going to miss out on it all, and I'm just worried about all that. Yeah, so that's kind of just, happening. And it's just still hard at school, because people are getting confused on why I've been getting all these extensions on assessments and everything. And I'm like, oh, it's just because, I don't really know what to say. I just kind of become a bit inaudible and make these weird noises. And that's, I guess, kind of why I'm making this, just to let everyone know, because I don't want to say it anymore. I just want people to know and it be over with. Just get it off my chest. So I'm hoping this makes me feel a bit better about it all. And yeah, but I have found out what treatment I'm going to be doing to start with. So we're hoping this works. I'm going to be going through radiotherapy because they're hoping to shrink the tumour in my arm, because at its heart, when they did the biopsy, they couldn't completely take the lump out because it is pressing down on that nerve, and so I may have permanent nerve damage in my arm, so I may not be able to use it again properly. Yep. And so they couldn't take it out then. So with the radiotherapy, they're hoping to shrink the thing in my arm and then maybe, hopefully, go back into surgery and take it out. And I'm hoping that works. And I should be starting that in about a week. And the way that's going to work is 5 days a week for, I think, 6 to 7. I don't know the end yet. They're uncertain because no one knows how I'm going to react. So yeah, 5 days a week for quite some time, all throughout the summer holidays. So not going to be able to see any people, but I could, because yeah, no one knows how I'm going to react to it. The common thing though is it says it will make me extra tired. So I mean, I'm already pretty tired as it is anyway, but this could make me a bit worse, so that would kind of hinder me going out a bit. But yeah, it's pretty full on, and after all that happens, I'll have a pretty nasty burn all up my arm, and because yeah, that'll be a bit fun. So if you see me walking around with a red arm, as in the new year, that's why. Yeah, so we're not too sure if we're hoping this all works, and I'm not too sure about the process if it doesn't. I'm thinking I think they said maybe chemo, but I don't want to say anything in case I'm wrong, because in all the meetings with the doctors, my brain kind of just goes numb, because I keep just thinking this isn't real. Each morning I hope to wake up and be like, this is all a dream, but it's not. And it's scary, and it's real, and it's happening, and I'm gonna get through. I know I will, but there's gonna be some rough times. Yeah, so I just thought I'd make a video saying all this so I don't have to keep repeating it over again. It's just it's so exhausting, which I know I've said, but I kind of keep forgetting it. But yeah, so that's what's going on with me. I've got this rare type of cancer, and yeah, and I'll be starting treatment soon, and it's happening. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. Bye.